In this video we will be checking at conditional statements. Here we will be discussing mainly about if-else and elif conditional statements. We are mostly using if there is conditions task satisfied, then it will do one set of tasks. If that condition is not satisfied, it will do another set of tasks. Let's start now. I'm going to create a variable. The variable ref value is loaded with the number 4. Till now we use shell so directly. This is actually called the RAPL. We are getting the instant response in this project. What we are going to do, we are going to save this code in the MicroPython or in the device which you have, maybe your laptop or desktop. Also you can load into the microphone. Now, how you can save it into the device, that also will check around with this project. I'm going to get an input from a user. It is going to save in a variable called value. It's a number is going to be inputted. That's why I wanted to convert it into an integer. For that I am using int first. Then I can give the input function input. Now, what does the user want to see the message? So the message will get to the user is entering number from 0 to 5 range. Next step we want to check what is the user input value. And if it is satisfied based upon that, we have to work on it. If value which is equal to ne equal, that is for assigning to. Equal is for checking. Now, if suppose the value which is equal to rough value. Rough value. Here it is 4. Then you have to put a full column over here. And it's very important to check. There is an intonation. This space is 4 spaces or 1 tab. The indexation is very important. In the case of Python programming, there will not have an opening and closing brackets as we learn in the C or C++ program or some other programming language. Instead of that, in the Python they use mostly this indentation. Now, once you have given the full colon, it automatically come on the indentation position. Make sure that indentation is properly given. Now, if suppose the value is equal to rough value, I wanted to print the value is matched. If it is not the rough value, that means the value isn't master with the rough value. Then I will have another condition for that. I have to come from the intonation. On the same line where the if started. You can use backspace and I can write as this means. If suppose any other case other than 4 in our program right now, you can print something else value is not matched. It's very easy program and let's save this program and run this program. For that you can click on here, this green button over here. Or you can press Fe to run this program. So first time if you run the program, it will ask where you wanted to save. Now it is asking where I wanted to save this program. I have two options. Maybe I can save into the computer or maybe I can save into the Raspberry Pi PECU. Let's see how we can save into the Raspberry Pi PECU. Now I already have two programs inside my Raspberry Pi PECU which I already tested for and all. Then I have to give a name for this. The name is additional statements and make sure that you are giving an extension. That is py, which means it's a Python program. And click on OK, then the program will run in the MicroPython device that is transferred by PECU. Let me enter a number right now, 4. I'm getting a response like value is matched. That means the value and the reference value is matched. Right now let me refresh so that you can maybe use stop button over here. There is no director reset button that is by PECU. For that we have to use some other circuits. I'm just using this stop and restart. Okay, then I can run this again. This time I am leaving another number which is not in our range. Now you are getting an output. Like value is not matched. So this is the easy method where we can use the conditional statements if and else. Now there is a possibility that there is not only one single condition that it is number 4. There can have a possibility that can be number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we want to check all the conditions and it wanted to show which number you have in that. For that I'm going to create another program. Same way we can start. I'm just copying it till here. I am copying it. I'm just pasting it over here. The user will give a number that will be saved in a variable called the value it is checking. If its the value is equal to rough value, we know that it will print values match that we have done for the last time. I'm going to do a small change over here. I'm just removing this portion here. I want to check what is the value is ended by the user and it wanted to be get identified. Then it wanted to show that you have ended at this value or that value. Now just start if value. We actually don't need something called value for this program. We can just remove that. This case value equal to. Suppose I am giving a value 0 full column. Then if the value is 0, then what should I print? Print single quote or double quote. You can give now. If the user entered a value supposed to be 0, then what is happening? It will be taking a task and it is detected. And it is showing that the value will be entered as 0. Then we have multiple cases. 0, 1 to 3 till 5. There is a conditions, right? In that case, we have to use something called L. If then, you have to give the next condition here. Next condition. This time you wanted to print the number is 1. Like that. I can continue for the remaining numbers. So I'm just copying it and repeating it for the other numbers. To save some time. Make sure the indentation is very important in this case. Here it is checking for all the possible conditions starting from 0 to 5. And we will also have another possibility. That the user rendered which is not a number which is not a range from 0 to 5. So if it is not from this range, you can use something called else. You can say now user will get that information that in the right numbers. Let's run this program and see how it is working. Same way first time, if you are going to run this program, you can click over here or you can press F5. Then it will ask where you wanted to save this. This time I'm going to save in my computer. So you can click on this computer. So temporary, I'm going to create a folder in the desktop. Better. You have to create a folder somewhere in the folder. Somewhere like D or E folders. I just created a folder MicroPython Pico folder. Let me open it and inside that I am going to save this code. So this is the condition statement 2. It is asking there is no error in this program. It is asking for the user to enter a value. I'm going to give the value 0 this time. So it is detected and it is giving entered value is 0. Similarly, if I wanted to run the same program, it's very easy. You have to again click on the screen option over here. It is asking let me enter a number somewhere else. I get 3 so it is nicely detected. This time it is I'm going to give it another range. It would be somewhere 10. Now enter a valid number so all the possible conditions. You can check like that. I hope it is clear for you and you see you on the next video. Subscribe our channel for more videos.